a 12-pack of professional magic cleaning sponges, the no-name variety. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, welcome back. I think this is Nugent episode maybe 7. And look, I'm trying out a 12-pack of professional magic cleaning sponges, the no-name variety. Okay. Wow. Sorry, that was Diet Coke. Going with the no-name variety just because it was like $10 for this whole pack. And for like, this is like $5 for 2. So, I've bought in the no-name varieties before. Hopefully it'll be okay. If not, oh well, it's only $10. And look, got me 100 new, and they're not latex gloves. They are, oh, mother's calling. Oh, call her back. Nitrili. Nitrile, probably. Anyway, not latex. Okay, so there's that. And then there's this. We're going to do this again. Open it up to a random page. Zing. And see what we got. What we got is video games brought new players in. Pinball and video games supported each other. And the arcade game and the pinball machine are giving each other a high five. Best friends for sale. What is that? BF. Best friends. FS is what? Forever together. I don't know what FS is. But there we go. So, also, the golden age of arcades was not very long, but during that time, the arcade industry was making money hand over fist. In 1979, they made $1 billion, and in 1982, $8 billion. Look at this. This is just friggin' cool. It's got the whole timeline. Pong, 1972. Space Invaders, 78. Galaxian, 79. Asteroids, Pac-Man, Frogger, Donkey Kong. Isn't that friggin' coolest art ever? I love this. Okay, I'll keep that up. Probably every episode moving forward for who knows how many episodes. I just love that book. Okay, back to Nugent. Now that he's all clean, he's got his little blankie when he goes to bed at night. So let's wake him up. And, oh, I've been texting with Kevin Graisley, by the way. That was him just texting now. And he is building, it's official, a 50 by 20 arcade in his backyard this summer. So damn, you better believe it. There's going to be some serious pinball action going over there in the coming months. Oh, I will have to document the build of the arcade. I'll have to pop by there every few days. That is a whole friggin' series right there that I just thought of. That would be awesome. I am so doing that. I'm going to let them know. I'll be there filming all the action. Okay, so this is the first thing we're going to do is bake some plastics. It's always a little sketchy, because if you do it wrong, ask Rob Noel what happens. The plastics can actually like get to a temperature where they start to bubble, and in that case you've kind of done the opposite of what you wanted to do. Instead of making things better, you make things worse. Maybe they're flat and bubbly, but would you rather have warped and nice or flat and bubbly? So I think I'm going to put the oven at about 200 degrees. I'm going to get all this ready. Oh, I hope I have parchment paper. I think I need parchment paper. Let me do a little more reading. I've done it a few times, but it's been a while. And see what it is I need to do. I'm going to use probably some heavy weight, like an isolation transformer, to flatten the plastics. and hold them in that position once they're out of the oven. But I'll get all prepared, and we'll do some baking pretty shortly. Okay, there really is a serious abundance of information on the internet about how to flatten plastics. There's 17 different ways, all different temperatures, all different opinions, all different results. And I just figured there's gotta be a more concise spot. Of course, I checked PinWiki, and sure enough, flattening warped plastics. And this is the oven method. So preheat oven, flat, clean, non-stick cookie sheet up to 200 degrees. It's the number I'm going with. There's 10 other degrees as you can pick from. Cover the cookie sheet with parchment paper. I have wax paper. I'm a little scared to use wax paper. I'm not sure if that's gonna stick to the plastics or not. So I don't have parchment paper. I'm gambling. I'm not loving it. It says clean printer paper works too, but what is clean printer paper? Is that just paper that you print on? Isn't that paper, and isn't paper burn in an oven? So I'm not doing that. Artwork side down. That is not what I've done in the past, and I'm not going to do it this time because the way my plastics are warped, I want to see when they flatten. Well, I guess I could do it either way. I don't know what it matters. Do not leave plastics unattended. I won't be doing that. I'll be watching closely. Heat for 8 to 10 minutes. Once the plastics have become flattened, remove from the oven, put on a flat, smooth surface, and use a weight. A book? I got a friggin' 20-pound isolation transformer. Maybe that might be too much weight. I might friggin' squish the plastics. Maybe I should use something not quite so heavy. Make sure it's not textured either, or else you could imprint the texture onto the plastic. Heat gun, yeah, I don't have a heat gun. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll be right back. All right, for today's cooking recipe, we need 1 heavy weight, some cardboard, some pots and pans, some baking sheets, wax paper, and some plastics. There we go. Let's hit bake. How do you use this thing? There's too many buttons on here. 200 degrees. Come on. Really? 5 degrees at a time. Start. Okay, there's no messing around. We gotta get this in the oven right away. Jamie and Mel are watching soap operas. You may hear them in the background. Okay, here we go. We're gonna just watch these nice and closely. And like so. Turn on the light. Okay, perfect. Now we shall observe my dirty stove and see what might be dripping down the glass. Is that pizza? Is it spaghetti? We don't know, but I'm gonna watch this closely and get prepared for the next phase, which is gonna be put this piece of wax paper on top of the plastics and then put this metal sheet on top. They fit right in together, this cookie sheet here. They fit perfectly, and then add the weight. But I'll add the cardboard first so I don't like scratch up or mess up anything. But I don't know that I need to go with 20 pounds, so I may find something else. I'll be right back. Okay, we're at 170 some odd degrees since my one digit is a little wonky, just like my Nugent credit display. 180. Okay, how are we looking? Oh, it's starting to fog up. What about turning off my flash? You can still see, I mean, you can't really see anything here. Let's open it for a second. Uh-oh. Just checking on the wax paper. Okay. Okay, in another couple minutes, I'll be back and we'll see if it's flattened out a little. Okay, my oven just played a little chime. I wish I caught that, but because it reached 200 degrees. So it's not currently making any noise anymore. Oh, I think it's happy with the temperature it's at. I think that plastic is slowly starting to flatten. It's like watching paint dry, but a little more exciting. Okay, I'll be back. Although, probably very shortly. Okay, I think I'm getting pretty darn close to the point where I'm going to pull these guys. It said 8 to 10 minutes. It's probably been close to that. But look. No, that's not a very good view. That slingshot plastic is almost flat. Do you see any bubbles? You can't see. It's like almost flat. Okay, it's go time. Look at that. Okay. How is it looking? I don't see any bubbles. Well, I've opened the door, so we're just gonna go with it. Like so. Oh, it's like perfectly flat right now. Yes. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. So now I need this. Right? Whoa. Do I want that? Is that gonna get all waxy? I'm not sure I love that idea. Let's just go with cardboard. I think that'll be safe. I don't know. But check this out. Pinball book. And anvil. Not anvil. Vise. Okay. I really hope that the art... Well, actually, okay, yeah, the art is on the bottom, so... Oh, I should turn off the stove, too, while I'm at it. It's kind of very precarious. I'm, like, nervous that I'm going to screw this up, but it's really not much left to do other than just wait and hope. So, okay, it's 6:34. Come back in about 20 and we'll see what happened. Okay, while I wait for my plastics to cool down, maybe I'll just throw in the rest of the LEDs in the back box here, because there's really no harm in it, right? Now that we know we can use the test button, let's see what we got. Ah, here we go. There is the flickering I was telling you about. This one too, so this must be controlled lamp. Because I know this is player 1 ready, player 2, player 3, player 4. This is also player 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's flickering. I'm not sure what that is yet. But, you know, for the week that I'm not going to have my boards, I can live with a little flicker. So I might as well finish off LEDing the back box. And I'll do the coin returns as well. Looks like I ran out of warm. 44 frosted, 2 SMDs. Oh, here's a hair. This would be Jamie's somehow. And I ran out of my Still pinballrom.com warms. But I got me a hundo from pinballleds.ca to WW. I'm reading this upside down. Anyway, are these warm? Does it say warm? Or does it say warm? Well, they're supposed to be warm. Oh, there, I see. It says warm. Okay. There we go. That's much better. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I don't know if you can tell, but some flickering going on there. You may not be able to pick it up, but it's kind of intermittent. And when I put in this LED, it's almost like the flicker's gone away. These ones, yeah, maybe not. Okay, maybe I was just hallucinating. But these ones from pinballleds.ca are the non-ghosting ones. Then doesn't mean it ain't gonna flicker though. So anyway, moving on. Okay, there we go. Back box is fully LED'd. And I did notice my one light bezel staples have popped out on the one side there, so I'm gonna bang those back in. But yeah, so maybe I'll bang that back in, and then by that time, maybe we should be able to go check on Operation Plastic. I had to turn off the back box. My eyes, they're blinded by the light. But I did bang in the bezel, and it is happy again. All right, so moment of truth. You ready? I brought down the goods. And here we go. Pinball Art by Keith Temple. I have not looked yet at anything, so let's do the random book opening on this one too. Oh, look, Gorgar. And is this Vector? Ah, that is one game that I don't really know very well. It looks very Flash Gordon-ish with the upper playfield and ramps to get up and down. That's pretty friggin' cool. There's back box art. It's a Bally, one of those 6803 jobbies. No, maybe not. Oh, it's got a display in the middle, kind of like a Medusa. Very cool. But yeah, this is your classic Gorgar artwork. Me hurt you. Okay, let's hope I didn't hurt any plastics here. I hurt the book here. Actually, that's old damage. Roto Pool. I had a Roto Pool back in the early days with the lit up pool balls. That's like actual mini pool balls that light up individually once you get your different balls all around the playfield. That is a friggin' cool game. And being a big pool fan, should have kept that one, but also should have kept Humpty Dumpty and dozens of other machines. Probably should have kept them all. Okay, so here we go. The real moment of truth. Removing cardboard now. Ooh, I think I am liking what I am seeing. Art is on the bottom side, so let's hope that it stays intact, please. Yes. Didn't lose any art. Look at this. That is friggin' straight as an arrow. There you go, Nick Greenan. Operation successful. He has some badly warped plastics on his future spa. And I told him that I was about to attempt flattening these guys out and let him know if it was successful or not. But Nick, watch this video and then you can flatten yours out. Can you believe how effing perfectly flat that is? Like I said, I had success before, but it's been such a long time since I've done it. I was a little skeptical and scared, but boom, I'll clean these guys up because they're a little just kind of greasy, I think from the wax or something, or just from being in the oven. So I'll clean these guys up, install them, and boom, successful operation. I forgot to mention on Friday, I went to my first league night in like over 2 years since London, Ontario Pinball League's last night. So I went to Tri-City Pinball League, which is about an hour and 15 minutes away, Kitchener, Cambridge, Waterloo for you locals out there. And it was held at Sean B's place. I guess I won't say last names for now, but it don't matter all that much. This is what happened. Check this out. This is the email after the fact. A few days, maybe that was last night. Thanks to Sean for hosting Night 4 of TCPL season on Friday night. Results are below. Welcome back, Barry B. Good seeing you, by the way, buddy. It's been over 2 years. Picking up where you left off with a top 3 finish. Good to see Larry P., also known as LSP. Haven't seen him in a couple years either. Return to with a big win on Avengers. Oh, note that. Also, welcome LOPL President Mike Dimas. Strong night. Mike with 2 high scores, and he won the night. Boom. Oh, by the way, there's only 10 people, so, but still, it was fun. We got to play Fishtails, Break Shot, Avengers Infinity Quest, Rick and Morty, Frontier, and Pinbot, and as you can see, I took first on 2 of the machines. So next league night is at Jeff's. We'll be playing, Rush Pro, Led Zeppelin, Legends of Valhalla, and Ali. What? 1, 2, 3, 4? Only 4 games? I thought it was a 5 game event. But that, I may actually go there and check out that action. Okay, so now wind from my sails. Go bye-bye. Follow up, Nick Greenan made a mistake. He apparently doesn't know his own name when writing the scores down, or didn't check for accuracy. It's been 2 years, so someone was bound to make a mistake. You get the crown, Nick. So, Nick Greenan, apologies, Nick had 100 million on Avengers, witnessed by a few. I didn't witness it, buddy. I call your bluff. It was 11 million. Just kidding. Anyway, so, all in all, after all, Nick ended up winning the night. But it was fun to think I won for, the evening until Nick spoiled my party. Just kidding, buddy. Congrats, you did good. And one other quick thing. I see Russell is texting me. What is he saying? What is he saying? We could go see what he's saying. But I don't want to give away any phone numbers or anything like that. Oh, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. No, this is not. Here, check this out. Okay. I was sent this by Pinsider. I have to remember his name. Hold on, I'll be right back. Pinsider and fellow shenanigander 29 Rio is his name. He sent me this photo and a message basically saying that he saw this, thought I would appreciate it, and enjoys the videos and keep them coming. So look what he found at I don't know where, but Shenanigans Social Club, IEUS VIP member. So hold on. So 29 Rio Shenanigander, you are the first official VIP member now of the Shenanigans Social Club. Oh yeah. 2 quick side notes. 1, Mark Valuk said that I should have waxed this playfield, and you're probably right, brother. I probably should have. But number 2 is that this area did settle down. I mean, it was way worse before, and now it's just almost nothing. So, yay. I'm happy about that. Okay, just listening to the new, just came out today, I believe, Pinball Nerds Podcast with Orbital Albert, talking about the pin bubble. So I just got into that about 5 minutes, so check that out if you so desire. But I put on the back glass, and I cleaned and installed the plastic, so I thought we'd have a quick little peek and see how things are looking. Look at that. That worked out so well. I'm very stoked about that. And corner plastic is all installed. These corner plastics are a little different with the installation. Let's see if I can show you. See that screw right here? It's a screw with a long, skinny spacer post. Wood screw goes into the playfield there, and then the rest go into the rails, the wood rails. But same on the other side. That's an early Stern thing. I don't think I've seen that in the last few Bally's that I did, like the Harlem and the $6 Million Man. And then here's the back glass, all illuminated with LEDs. Looks pretty good. You can kind of see a little bit flaking there now that the LED's there, and here. But that's okay. This back glass is pretty damn good for its age, and for considering it is a Stern back glass that usually flake to nothingness. One early Stern back glass that was so roached that someone custom made their own back plastic, hand painted this by themselves, added in the match lettering. Whoever did this, let's turn off the flash here. No, let's turn it back on. Like, that's pretty friggin' artistic. Someone made this to replace their Flight 2000 back glass. It's a Flight 2000 I purchased once. I was able to find a crappy original thanks to Speedy Mike at Speed City Records. I traded him a case of beer for it and pulled it right off his wall because it was a wall hanger in his shop. That was like 8 years ago though. Anyway, so I kept this because it is a friggin' work of art. Like, good job, dude. It's amazing. Almost looks like some metallic colored paint there, but maybe not. Anyway, early Stern back glasses can typically just die so badly that you need to make your own. But not anymore. Nowadays you can just go to CPR, they'll make you one. Or BG Resto, they'll make you one. Or John Greenwich, he'll make you one. I had a catacomb back glass from him once, actually. Anyway, enough talking. Gotta figure out what I want to do next. I think the right thing to do is to test all switches in diagnostics. We know all the solenoids work, right? Let's start a game. Because I just want to double check this one pop bumper. Yep. Okay. Wow, I guess while we're in here, let's go lamp test, display test. Currently, my credit display is working perfectly, so if it ain't broken, I ain't gonna fix it. Oh, audio. Okay, 3 little bongs. Well, here comes the solenoid test. Hey, okay, there we go. Yep. Kind of cute. Okay, so that is solenoid test. Here's my switch test. This is what I want. 0, 1, 40. So I'm going to go through all the switches. I won't bore you with that. But what I will want to test is this guy, because we were suspecting this one wasn't working. Sure enough. There. I figured it was just a dirty switch or needed adjustment. So I'm going to go over every switch, clean them, adjust them, and that will be next on my to-do list. Alright, I was just listening to Pinball Nerds while testing switches, and check it out.
Shout out to all the pinball nerds back there in London, Ontario, including one of my favorite pinball nerds in the entire planet Earth, Mr. Mike Dimas, also known as the Shenanigander. That's a mouthful, Mike. Is that why you made it that? The Shenaniganders who watch Pinball Shenanigans on Mike Dimas's YouTube channel know what I'm saying. It's hard to say Shenaniganders, but ever since Mike has left the Canadian Pinball Podcast, he went over to doing YouTube videos, probably right in about the time that I was stopping the podcast a year ago. So go over there and check those out if you haven't. He gave me a cool shout out recently, which I really, really, really appreciate.
Thanks, buddy, for the shout out, and re-shout out to you for the Shenaniganders out there, however you pronounced it. But yeah, there he is, Orbital Albert. I think that's that photo there is over top of his skateball machine, which he got from yours truly. Anyway, check out Pinball Nerds. Alright, so Kevin has messaged me, said he's doing a Marco order. He needs Popeye parts and asked if I needed anything, so I started researching the flipper rebuild kits. And Marco has them for $75 just for 2. Pinball Life has them $55 for 2. Neither of them offer the, 3 flipper combo deal. And neither of them have this secondary flipper switch included in the kit. So I was just trying to figure out, do I want to go Pinball Life, try and save $20, or do I want to just tag on to Kevin's order, which might end up saving money that way anyway, since we'd be splitting on shipping. But I was trying to find this part number for this secondary switch here. So I just posted on Pinball Repair Help Group, and shout out to Stephen Perusa who got the winning answer here. He sent me this link. And boom, that is exactly what I'm looking for. So thanks, brother, for that. $8 plus $75. It's expensive to rebuild these flippers. And I'm only going to do 2 flippers. And then I'll just take the best of all the rest of the parts to do the upper flipper. I don't want to spend friggin' $200 Canadian rebuilding 3 flippers. It's already ridiculous as it is. Oh yeah, and then shout out to Edward John. He's looking for a Sinbad. If anybody wants to sell a Sinbad, then he's looking in the Ontario, Toronto region, range, zone area. I just messaged Shawnee Boy, because I think he may still have a Sinbad. I forget, probably. So we'll see how that all comes about. Anyway, so I spent quite a bit of time just researching and dealing with flipper research and whatever other parts. Oh, look what I found. I was going to order these, and I was like, wait, I might have them. The last one of these, second last one of these for the coin door. That will spruce up the old curb appeal a little bit. Look at this. Why it doesn't have one to begin with, I'm not sure. But that'll go there. That'll go there. And even though the coin door isn't immaculate, it will still look better, especially if I put it right side up. But now it is time to deal with the second drop target assembly. So probably for good measure, I may cut the springs a little bit. Just they're, 45 years old. They're getting a little old, cranky. But yeah, I'll clean everything up and put it back together again like I did the other one. I can't just do one and not do the other, of course. Boom. Drop target bank has been installed. I didn't actually cut the springs. They seemed okay, but if they ever do pose a problem, then I will certainly cut the springs, but they look to be in nice shape. What I think I'm going to do, since I had the target bank out, it was really easy access to these 2 bulbs, and put them to LEDs. So let's kind of see what happens here. They're going to be flickery. Oh, look at that. That's not aligned in there very well, is it? But I think I'm going strong here tonight. So I think I'm going to LED the rest of the playfield inserts. And that will probably be a good time to wrap it up. Yeah, and then once I get my boards back, probably next week, I'll stick in my adapters and all will be well in LED land. So here, let's take a look at the incandescents compared to the LEDs, the ones that actually are working. None of these 3 are working. Those guys looks like kind of like pink on the outside and orange in the middle. So maybe I'll go pink over there. Actually, I don't think I have pink. I have purple though. So maybe I'll do that. We'll see. But alright, that's incandescent. We'll show you the LEDs. Give me about maybe half an hour or less. I'm going to clean all the inserts underneath too. Get rid of any old carbony crud crust. Alright, there we go. Let's take off the flash. You'll be able to see some flickering going on here. But, oh, also I have 4 LEDs that are not working. So let's take a little tour. Orange for shoot again. I used yellow here, obviously green, and the 5X was just some like white color, so I changed that to red, and then I color matched it up top because it was also like kind of white, so made the 5X a little more of an exciting color. The 10,000 I made orange instead of white so that you know you've achieved your maximum bonus. So this light is out for some reason. This light is out. This light is out. These guys were all out, but now they're good. And for these lanes, the insert colors were all fairly similar, although the two outer ones were a little different. So I went with orange bulbs for the outside and yellow for the middle, just to add some differentiation there. This light's not working, but the two other rollovers are working okay. So 4 bulbs I gotta sort out. I will probably wait until I get the new lamp driver board. Although this lamp driver board was supposed to be, I thought, according to my notes, that it was fully working. Is this it? Works perfectly, I think. Tested in $6 Million Man. So, but in my notes you can tell I wasn't all that 100% sure. But you would have think I would have noticed 4 different bulbs out, but maybe not. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna do one more thing and then we'll wrap this up. There we go. Stern coin door decals installed, and LEDs too for the coin returns or inserts. Anyway, I think that's about it for today. Put a pretty good dent in this guy. And yeah, I guess all I have pretty much left is flipper mechs, pop bumpers, and slings, and whatever other gremlins pop up. But we are nearing the finish line. I'm gonna have to wait for some parts to come in the mail for the flipper rebuilds. But yeah, coming along pretty nicely. I may actually, I'll have to take apart and clean the whole plunger assembly and maybe touch up some of this, maybe at least the front of the cabinet to make it look a little more presentable. It's a little rough around the edges. There's always something. Maybe I'll even change the flipper buttons. I mean, the more I look, the more things I see, and the more money I just spent. So I better stop looking. So thanks for watching. See you on the next one.